Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a topic video on 5 things I missed from the pre-New 52. Recently, a lot of people have been recommending like New 52 type topic videos, so that's why I've been doing them. And the person who recommended this one was Ben NG. So if you want to go check out their channel, in the description below there will be a link. If you guys have any recommendations for future topic videos, please let me know in the comments below, because if I answer them, that means in a couple of weeks it will either be on Comic Uno or Comic Frontline, because I double dose my topic videos. Usually for Comic Frontline I have them every Sunday, and for Comic Uno I have them every Friday, so be sure to recommend away. But let's talk about this topic, which is the 5 things I missed from the pre-New 52. And this is no particular order, so it's just there, the things I miss. So number 1 is family, and not just regular blood family. The aspect of teams being family, the interactions between the Bat family. I think they interacted with each other more in the pre-New 52 than they did in the New 52. They kind of hate on each other in New 52, especially on Batman. I feel like there's just more respect in the pre-New 52 with each other. Green Arrow's family actually existed. Black Canary, Roy, Mia. There's this bond. There's this family, especially the Teen Titans. I feel like I always reference them when I talk about the pre-New 52 compared to the New 52. They have that aspect of family, that they are family, and they came together to be family. Even if you didn't have a family, they were family to each other. They respected each other. They were friends. So I miss that aspect of, even if they're not blood-related family, I miss that aspect of being close enough to be family, brother, sister, even if you're not blood related. So I miss that aspect. Number 2 is legacy, and I do feel like that's different from family, because there is no legacy in the New 52, because it's only 5-year span. There's no JSA, there's no golden age, So I mean, I think that goes especially for JSA. Not having that, not having heroes that came before you, villains that came before you. I kind of miss that idea of legacy, because you had enough time to have a family, or, not have a family, or just, grow close to somebody enough that they are family, and, give the mantle to somebody else. You don't really have that in the New 52, because there's only been 5 years, so I miss that. Number 3 is continuity. I think especially now with the DCU, where it's like, continuity, who cares, It's more about creativity, and, there's been a big debate about that because of the DCU, that's not this type of video, but, if I make another video about that, maybe one day, but continuity, being able to say, hey, I read that from 10 years ago, when it still plays a part. And I do understand that it might discourage newer readers, but I think if you're a good enough writer, you're able to make new readers happy and old readers happy. Explain why these old events were good, or, just put it into the story in a new, fresh way. So I believe in continuity. I do, because then it's like, why is it worth reading a comic for 15 years if none of it's going to matter? So I believe in creativity, but I believe there is a balance between creativity and continuity that the pre-New 52 did well in a good amount of books. Number 4 is marriage. I miss marriage in the books. Lois and Clark, Irison and Barry. And that goes back to the idea that there's more than 5 years. That these people had relationships for, 75 years, longer. Probably not longer, 75 years, but, 70 years. They've had these relationships, maybe not even romantic relationships, but they spend so much time together. And then, you waited so many decades for them to get married, and when they were married, it was perfect, at least in a lot of fans' eyes, because you get to see a different side of the hero when they're married. Not every hero has to be married. You could get divorced, but I feel like it made it more realistic, and, fans could relate to that. So that's something I do miss. Even though they say fans can't relate to marriage, I think they can. Number 5 is friendship. I think there's definitely a theme through all of them. It's relationships, and friendship is definitely missed because, again, it's only been 5 years throughout this this New 52 universe. We don't get to see the bonds as much between our characters, like Batman and Superman, Green Lantern and Flash. Green Arrow and Green Lantern. You don't really get to see those friendships, those bonds that were created for so long, and then that chemistry. I miss that, so that's something I also miss. So those are like the 5 big themes I miss from the pre-New 52. But let me know in the comments below, what do you miss from the pre-New 52? Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is Comic You Know. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.